Welcome to another video. So in today's video we are going to see how we can be able to add or create organization units on Active Directory. So we are going to click on Tools, Active Directory Users and Computers, then expand on the domain. So we are going to right click and then choose New Organization Unit. So we assume that our organization unit is ABC IT Academy, and then we make sure it is protected from accidental deletion. Click OK. Then now we are going to create other organization or other departments. So right click, New Organization Unit. We are going to create Department of HR. We are going to create, right click again, New Organization Unit. We have ICT department. We have another department called Finance. So this Finance department, like that. So in case by mistake, let's say you want to change, you can right click and choose the name, or you can right click and delete. So if you try to delete it, it will prompt you do not have a sufficient privilege. So in case you want to delete a department for finance, so you click on View, Advanced Options, then expand the organization unit. So the one that you want to delete is finance, so you right click, go to Properties, then choose Object, and then uncheck Protect Object from accidental deletion. So uncheck it and then apply OK. So now if you go back again, we remove back the advanced. So we expand the academy, right click on finance, delete, then it will be deleted. So we have HR and then we have ICT. So let's create users. So go to HR, you can click on the new user. So the user, I can type, for example, let's say this is John. The username will be John. The domain. So the password for John, I'm going to put the password for John. By default, you need a strong password, but we are going to change it later. The password complexity. So this is, let me put it again, admin. Then user cannot change password. So I'm going to, for now, I'm going to make it user cannot change password. The user will only use this settings, then next, then finish. So that's how you can create. I can create another one for ICT department. I can right click, new user. Then I can type, for example, the staff Brian. He'll be using the name Brian to log in to any system on the organization. I'm going to create for him a password. Confirm same password. Then this time round, Brian must change the password at the next logon. Next, then finish. Then I go back to HR. I'm going to create a group. So I click on this group, or I can right click, new group. So the group, John will belong to group of HR. So I can type HR department. Then OK. For Brian, will belong to ICT department. Then I'm going to add Brian to this department. I'm going to right click on Brian, add to group. Then I search ICT, check the name, then OK. Or option 2, you can double click on the department. You can be able to go to members, then you can add Brian. That's another way. So now you can be able to see under the ICT department. If you double click on members, you can be able to see the members for the ICT department is Brian. So you do the same. So in this, for the HR, I'm going to add John to HR department. So I'm going to double click HR department members, then add John, check the name, okay, apply, okay. So now let's test John. I want to log in as John, so I click on Windows, login as a user. Remember, we had already joined this computer to COP department domain. So I'm going to type John, the password for John. I'm going to put the password for John. So the password is incorrect. Let me repeat it again once more. So the password is correct. Let me reset it. John, I can right click, reset password for John. Then reset it again, confirm, then okay. So let me try it again to log in. Yeah, that's okay. So I've already logged in as John. Then next I will try to log in as Brian, that is Brian. So Brian is under ICT department. And be able to see. In case you want to do anything about Brian, you can right click, you can reset the password, you can disable, you can copy the features that Brian has, you can delete, you can go to properties and add some information about the Brian, maybe the last name of Brian, description, office number, telephone number, the email, addresses, PO box, all those accounts, all this. So you can give information about the staff member. So now I've already logged in as a Brian. So let me log in now as a I've logged in as a John. Let me log in as a Brian. So remember the settings for Brian. Let me right click again and go to properties. So you can be able to see the account for Brian was Brian must change the password at the next logon. So I will go back again to login as a Brian, username. So I'm going to log in as Brian. The password. So remember, Brian should change the password at the next logon. Then I click enter. So you see the username and password incorrect, or let me put it again. Yeah, so you see the user password must be changed before the signing in. So meaning Brian need to put a new password. So let's say Brian put a new password. I don't know if I remember the password correctly. Yeah. So the password has been changed and Brian can now be able to log in. So that's how you can be able to create organization unit, add users to organization units, add to groups, and also do some basic account setup. So have a nice day.